I'll say it again, about 1 out of 2 shoppers don't care about about this cashback. That's great. You get to keep incremental profit 50% of the time. 20% of them are taking gift cards. That's called LTV. So if it only costs you 30 cents on the dollar, it's way more profitable, which if you wanted to, you can then discount more aggressively. So if you move from 10% off to 20% cashback, but you only pay out that 20% of cashback a third of the time, that's a 6.7% discount per conversion, unlike 10% off always.
Welcome to the EcomXFactor podcast, where it's all about launching and scaling your business using sales funnels, automations, and smart marketing. And now, please welcome your host, the founder of EcomXFactor, Yaron Bin.
Hi, Oren. How are you?
Good. What's up, Yaron?
All good, all good. Very excited. We have a very important topic to discuss, which many people are overlooking. And I know your slogan relates to this, like your go-to-market strategy. So maybe you can share your go-to-market slogan and then tell us a bit about your background story.
Yeah, look, so we started Fondue for one reason. It's to replace coupon codes because they're the devil. And we have a promotion, a discount alternative called Cashback. And I'm not even kidding. Our go-to-market is fuck coupon codes. If you go to fuckcouponcodes.com, it will redirect you to our site.
Nice.
And like even when we're connecting with our first marketers, our first brands, our first agencies, we would literally just type into Twitter or Reddit or Slack, people who would write fuck coupon codes, because those are people who have the biggest emotional reaction to the coupon problem. And like those became our first users. So I'm not even being sarcastic, where fuck coupon codes is our go-to-market.
Nice. And how did this get started? How did Fondue get started? What is your background?
Totally. And so I worked in venture for a while and was fortunate to be a partner investing in companies like Yapko and Emogu. So I always had an e-commerce orientation. When I moved from the States to Israel, like arbitrarily, a lot of my friends started brands. So I was able to connect e-com SaaS to e-com brands. And one of my great friends, who's one of my co-founders now, Dr. William Herlands, he started and sold an e-commerce brand before and launched many others. And he always said, Oren, at one point, we'll start a company to replace coupon codes because about 1 out of 6, 1 out of 7 transactions have a coupon code applied. And they always hurt profit margin, but they're not always the reason why someone converted. So there's got to be a better way to discount. So we fortunately raised $10.5 million to solve the coupon problem, which is the most accepted problem that brands have. But today, when brands have to optimize for profitability, it's time to revisit that cost of doing business, which is those fucking coupon codes.
Sure. So what are the things that people overlook when it comes to coupon? I think people just overlook the whole coupon thing. They just take it as a given. They just use it because they assume it improves conversions and also AOVs, although it's kind of counterintuitive because it actually decreases the AOV, but people believe it will improve profitability. So, but do you mind sharing,
Sure.
What do most of the customers that you discuss with think about coupons, and what are the misconceptions with regards to coupons? And afterwards, we will explore your solution, your alternative.
Yeah. No. This is all about like the coupon problem. First, I want to separate the difference between discounting and couponing. Discounting is great. Shoppers want to feel that dopamine hit that I'm winning, I'm getting a good deal. And for those that are price sensitive, they really won't convert without a discount.
Yeah.
And now there's so many different types of discounts: free gift with purchase, free shipping, buy one, get one, coupon codes. So I want to separate purchase incentives with price incentives.
Right.
A purchase incentive can be you get some free stuff. A price incentive is a strike through, a markdown, or a coupon code. So I firstly want to say discounts are good. Coupons are not the most effective way to discount in the price incentive world. And then when I dig into couponing and price incentives, the most popular form of discounting, which, by the way, we just scraped the top 750 Shopify sites, and we looked at how many of them on their pop-up are offering a discount and what type of discount is it. So we found that 93% are offering a discount and
Uh-huh.
78% are offering a coupon code discount.
Uh-huh.
So it is the most popular way to
Yeah.
discount for first-time shoppers
Mm-hmm.
like, in the world in e-commerce. And the funny thing is, like Yaron, let's say you have a scented candle business, and it's, you know, an amazing scented candle, whatever, and it's $60. Do you think a shopper cares to save 10% on a $60 scented candle purchase? Because categorically, they could get that for $6 on Amazon or
Yeah.
Etsy or, Walmart. So any shopper who's going D2C Shopify is brand first and price second. I'll say that again. Any shopper that's going D2C Shopify is brand first and price second. So do they care to save 10%? No, but they want the experience of discounting. So this is, I think, what brands overlook is, how will the shopper convert based on the discount value? Maybe it doesn't matter because they just
Yeah.
want the experience of discounting. So instead of giving everyone 10% off, and when I say everyone, I mean, it could just be coupon codes could be injected by Rakuten, Honey, and Retail may not.
Yeah.
Right? The shopper might not even care.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you see an influencer who says this is an amazing candle, you're not going to copy and paste that code yourself. It's so
For sure.
effortless.
Mm-hmm.
There's no idea of only if you're price sensitive or you're one of these like people who are addicted to discounting, you just want to get an injection,
Yeah.
that you've won, like they deserve it. But a lot of people don't care. So how do you separate between those people? So we think cashback is just a better way to do that. So the last thing that I'd say is Shopify defines the difference between gross and net sales as net of returns and net of discounts. Now, I think everyone kind of overlooked returns as a profit generating opportunity. And now you have returns tools like Returnly, Loop, Narvar, Happy Returns, Return Go. This overlooked cost center that was hurting gross to net sales. It's a huge industry. Discounts happen more than returns do. And there's no discount innovation. So we think this is going to be much bigger and much wider. You don't return a scented candle, but you could bet you discount on it.
Nice. And this, I love the distinction that you made between giving a discounts and the coupons, and also the fact that you're highlighting. And this is something that I was also, did. Unfortunately, I knew by heart like the refund rate, but I never considered the fact that I was just discounting and providing coupons like a madman. So it's important what you're doing. And
it's understandable that you grew addicted to it because discounts work, right? It's like it's a double-edged sword. There's no doubt that the experience of discounting can help with conversion. There's also no doubt that couponing hurts your profit margin guaranteed every time. It's the best technology to make less margin per conversion. It really does such a good job of making less EBITDA.
For sure. So before diving into cashback and your solution, do you mind sharing a few more like problems when it comes to coupons? So you mentioned like Honey and these Chrome extensions that automatically inject the coupon code and reduce the AOV. But what else? How else are people using coupons in a malicious way or hurting?
It's effortless. Coupons are effortless. I gave the example before. Let's say, Yaron, you're a scented candle influencer. You have a TikTok, and all you do is you just smell candles and say if it's good or bad, right? This is the best time to be alive because that's probably a thing. And like if I'm a shopper and I follow Yaron and he says he has a candle that smells like the wonderful outdoors in the country, Georgia, and I want to get experience of that, and it's 5% off, I'm not going to copy that code.
Yeah.
It's that coupon codes are effortless. They require like it's almost like returns tools. It used to have pre-printed labels. Effortless. Like the first thing a shopper would see when they opened a box is don't forget you don't have to keep this and we made it easy. And now shoppers have a post-purchase returns funnel where there's like this healthy friction of self-selection. Coupon codes today, because they're so damn easy to use, ignore the fact that they get automatically injected.
Yeah.
But even if you don't care to say 5%, you're not going to copy and paste it. So the user experience is to the detriment of the brand and is not always to the benefit of the shopper. They don't care. They don't care to say 5% on a $60 candle. So this isn't even about coupon leakage. This is about the coupon user experience. it doesn't do anything smart for anyone.
Nice. Interesting. So, okay. So what does the Get Fondue do?
Also, wait, before we get fondue, Yaron, I have to ask you, is there a
Uh-huh.
marketing channel where you did not discount ads, influencers, affiliates, site-wide campaigns, pop-ups, retention flows? Like, can you literally name a marketing channel where you haven't run a coupon code before?
I was kind of reluctant to do like a coupon on the get-go, only like for introducing the coupons in the cart abandonment flow, stuff like this. I didn't like the pop-up when people landed, because I thought it created friction, unnecessary friction. But this was just my take, and I didn't test this heavily. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Most of the times, we use coupons mindlessly.
Yeah. And again, to reiterate that number, it's about 1 out of 6, 1 out of 7 transactions in e-commerce. And the average discount value that we see is 15%. So if you're discounting 15% on 1/6 of your transactions, you're just like systematically leaking
it's crazy.
Margin. So we built a different discount called Cashback, which is, instead of a pre-purchase incentive, it's essentially a retroactive incentive. So shoppers pay full price, knowing they're eligible to claim their discount post-purchase. Post-purchase, they get an email saying, do you want to claim your 20% cashback? If the shopper doesn't claim it, that means they're not motivated by it, right? It's like the shopper who, screw it, I'm not going to go through that returns portal. It's too annoying. They don't really care. And then if they do claim it, the shopper can take, $10 as cash or 15 as site credit back to the brand. And the power of cashback is, about 50% of shoppers aren't claiming a discount. I'll say it again. About 1 out of 2 shoppers don't care about about this cashback. That's great. You get to keep incremental profit 50% of the time. 20% of them are taking gift cards. That's called LTV. So if it only costs you 30 cents on the dollar, it's way more profitable, which if you wanted to, you can then discount more aggressively. So if you move from 10% off to 20% cashback, but you only pay out that 20% of cashback a third of the time, that's a 6.7% discount per conversion, unlike 10% off always. But because it's a 20% savings opportunity, you sell more stuff.
Nice. So this begs the question, did you, and I'm assuming that you did, split test the cash in most websites? Because let's say if the conversion rates go lower because you don't offer the coupon, it might not make so much sense because the numbers.
Totally.
But what did you see?
So I'd say 2 things. The first thing is making shoppers thinking about money is something brands are nervous about. And almost no one wanted to be the first users of buy now, pay later. It's what? It's a loan. No, it's a conversion tool, right? You're telling people this will cost you less today. You know what cashback is saying? If you buy this, I'll give you $20. That's freaking awesome. I love money, right?
For sure.
That's number 1. Number 2, when we approach brands, when we started the company, we didn't know which coupon codes we wanted to A/B test and to displace first. Ads, influencers, affiliates, site-wide, retention, and attribution on those channels can be pretty fuzzy. Where we are at our best is on the pop-up and welcome series, because tools like Klaviyo, Postscript, and Attentive have awesome A/B testing functionality, such that if you split test, half of your traffic's pop-up and welcome series email and SMS flow is with the control of 10% off. And then the other half gets exposed to the 20% cashback. You could A/B test list growth, revenue from the welcome series, and then profit per conversion. And it's not going to be Fondue who says that we're better, but it's your trusted pop-up email and SMS tool who have that A/B testing functionality built in. Then it's not going to be this guy saying my fintech is great. Someone else you already trust will be able to do that. And we also really like those channels because the welcome series is huge. It could be 20-30% of a brand's GMV on average. So for us, it's systematic as opposed to promotional of the ads, which can always change. So we do our best work at building trust in the neutral third-party testing area of the pop-up and welcome series. And then we can go to July 4th, emails and SMSs, retention flows, site-wide campaigns, and then our power users graduate to ads, influencers, and affiliates. But we are super pop-up and welcome series oriented today. We just want to build some trust.
Nice, amazing. And it's actually a great solution, because if people are not sure or don't necessarily believe the value proposition, they can just test it out. That being said, do you have any case studies, anything that you can share from like a split test that you did, or like an implementation that you did with a big brand, and
Totally.
how did it affect or create a lift in the numbers?
Totally. So again, what we say to brands is we just want to test a different discount on your pop-up and welcome series for list growth, net revenue, and profit per conversion. We don't just want to improve it. We tend to target 20% list growth, 30% net revenue from the welcome series, and 3% more profit per conversion. Yes, 3% more margin per conversion than the coupon code. You can go to our website and see a bunch of case studies. What I would say is like, just go shop on our brand sites, go through the experience yourself. See why some of like the leading brands, Obvi, True Classic Tees, Barstool Sports, take a look at why they're discounting with fondue cashback instead of coupon codes. And look at our case studies that can attest to these numbers.
Nice. Interesting. And within the welcome flows, do you have any suggestions, or have you been optimizing these pop-ups in a way that you see, like suggest best practices, stuff like that is working these days that is counterintuitive?
So we're super happy to build the implementation for a lot of our brands. It's monotonous work, right? And like we do it for a living. Like we're discount experts at our core. So while we could say do 20% cash back, what do you say? You get 20% back, 20% cash or credit, 20% cash back. What does cash back mean? So we have a lot of best practice thoughts, which, we're really at capacity, but we're growing the team dramatically. We actually have a capacity issue at Fondue right now. The best practice is to discount more aggressively with cashback, because you're not actually giving away that margin, right? So you could have it all: the conversion impact, the list growth, the dopamine hit of offering 20% back. But because of those who don't redeem, they're not motivated, or those who like this like credit because it's more valuable, like the key is to discount more aggressively. What I would say is if you're a brandy brand and you don't like to discount at all, super happy to have a philosophical discussion. But like, this is best for people who are discounting today, who understand that discounting works, and who want to increase both the profitability of discounting and the effectiveness, is who this is best for now.
Nice. And speaking about who is this best for, is the solution available for Shopify at the moment and other platforms as well, or mostly for Shopify?
Just Shopify. That addictive beast is a big, big, beautiful world. It's only available for USD transactions for now.
I see. And with regards to any, like, would you suggest people at any volume approach you? Does it matter, or you suggest like is there like a minimum threshold of transaction that you think is impactful?
Totally. So it's all about impact, which is, I think, like every optimization you get to enjoy for the rest of your business. But where you want to prioritize this is probably when you're doing a couple $1 million of revenue. I mean, if you're doing one, like this should totally be implemented, because increasing your welcome series revenue by 30%, if it's 20% of your revenue, like that's really what we're targeting here. So you can decide if that absolute number is big enough to prioritize this. So that's what I would say.
Nice, interesting, amazing. Is there anything else that you wanted to discuss today that we haven't covered, or any questions that people ask you very often and you would like to clarify?
The main thing is, do shoppers like this? Some people are like, is this a good customer experience? The answer is yeah. You're actually giving people more savings opportunities, both because your number is bigger and this like credit side is there. And the last thing is the LTV. This isn't about a more frequent or profitable first purchase, but it's about increasing that lifetime value. Like, let's say, for example, you see that the shopper chose not to redeem their cash back. Don't market a discount to that shopper again. They don't care. Segment them away from ever getting a discount, email and SMS in the future. What if they redeem it as site credit? I think the most overlooked retention flow is site credit flows. Now, the fact that we turn some coupons into site credit is super cool, but we didn't invent site credit. But we see almost no retention marketers, agencies, or brands systematically emailing and SMSing site credit holders, saying to that shopper, don't forget, I care a lot about you. You have money with us. And then send them to an LP, right, of a specific product.
Yeah.
And then if the shopper does redeem as a discount, that is a discount shopper. And you can decide if it's worth retargeting them with paid social in the future. So by letting Liberty shoppers choose what they want, instead of giving a flat discount or using some AI to try and guess, they're like, I believe a choice. Like if the shopper doesn't claim it, they're not motivated. If they claim it as site credit, that's a totally different experience than if they redeem it as cash. So this is an awesome LTV optimizing opportunity as well.
Nice. Well, to be honest, I'm completely sold. I mean, it's such a great idea, and I'm kind of thinking, why didn't I build this on my own? But
Cashback exists in retail; it just hasn't been built for e-commerce.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
We didn't think of this either.
Yeah, and I've been using like a lot of cashback even for Facebook ads, and everybody knows what cashback is, and most of the people, I assume that a lot of people are using it, but I never thought of like implementing like this thing in the e-commerce store for improving the LTV and conversion rate and everything, which is amazing. So thank you for building this, and thank you for sharing.
Totally. Thanks for having me on. It's a lot of fun to hang out. Like we compete with coupon codes. We don't see other people, building discount alternatives today.
That's amazing. So where can people learn more about you guys?
Getfondue.com. They can find me on Twitter at Charnoff. They could email me, Oren at getfondue.com, or on our brand sites. Just go to any of our brand sites and buy some stuff.
Cool. And by the way, is your app available in the Shopify App Store, or is it?
Yeah, it totally is. You can also find it there. Thanks for mentioning that, for sure.
Awesome. Cool, great. Awesome. Thank you so much, Oren. Have a lovely rest of your day.
Thanks, Yaron. You rock.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Hi, guys. This is Yaron again. Just a few more things before you take off. Number one, if you want to learn more about e-commerce and marketing, make sure you check out our YouTube channel, which is called EcomXFactor Official. Number two, check out our Facebook group, which is called EcomXFactor Marketing and E-commerce Mastermind. This is a great place to ask questions and connect with other business owners. And last but not least, if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to share it with your friends and colleagues. Plus, leave a review at your favorite podcast app.